Once you are a national volunteer, there is a feel of satisfaction in contributing to your fellow country citizen and to your country.
We want to build a nation, and by volunteering we feel that we are part of the nation, part of a community, and we want this community to be better off.
Every single day, the culture here is people help each other. Volunteering isn't a structured program here, it's a natural process.
No matter how educated our youth can be in Mozambique, due to the increased number of graduates, they still not find work, and this is becoming a big challenge for them.
Due to unemployment, you will notice that a lot of boys will start loitering in the streets, and eventually they get involved in illegal businesses and drugs and in crimes, and they can be abused as well. And then with the girls, we have other social issues where they are forced to get into early marriages or into prostitution because they have no livelihood means. So this kind of unemployment creates a lot of other violent situations and factors.
As part of the Southern Africa, which is the epicenter of the pandemic of HIV and AIDS, Mozambique is also touched by this issue. We have an estimated 16% of prevalence rate.
HIV/AIDS is a problem. It's a problem for young people who are infected. It's a problem for their families. Many of them become child head of households at very young ages. One parent dies, the next parent dies. There's not anyone to step in. It's decimating the generation that might show young people how to move forward in their life. They're missing mentors, they're missing parents, they're missing community.
National volunteering in Mozambique means a lot because most of the development work which is being implemented in the ground is done by national volunteers.
One of the ways that we can use to tackle these difficulties is to use national volunteers in tackling HIV and AIDS and unemployment. An example of one project that we have worked through VSO, our local partner on national volunteering. They have funded projects for Kubatsrana where we've identified some volunteers, and the volunteers have identified children in the communities who need that kind of assistance. For example, the case of Daniel and Manuel. Manuel is a volunteer at Kubatsrana who has identified Daniel and has helped him to get skills on repairing bicycles and building up local charcoal stoves.
Foi efetuado a partir de 2005. Alguém me disser isso, mas você já viu que os seus pais é porque não estavam bem, ok?
Tinha muitos doentes vivendo com HIV/SIDA e também tinha muitas crianças órfãs, vulneráveis, deixando a sofrer. Por isso eu decidi me ajudar essas crianças e tantos como os doentes. O Daniel eu encontrei da seguinte maneira. Eu via sempre, tinha um moço que sempre andava com os seus amigos, ia à polícia, ia cerrado lá, porque os amigos estavam a andar a roubar, então ele também estava a ser incluído nesse grupo. O que eu ensinei ele? Está a fazer, às vezes, arranja motas, arranja bicicletas, modifica na caixa de bicicleta por outras lógicas. Ele também gradeia, faz gradeamento de janelas, portas, fogões, também arranja bagagelas de bicicletas. Muitas coisas que eles fazem.
E aí eu também vou ajudar também os outros lá à frente.
Pensa que é bom?
Sim, é bom.
Por quê?
Porque o seu Manuel é que ele me ajuda a fazer é voluntário.
IFEM is a volunteer association that was established here in Mozambique by 8 students from the University of Edward Munlan. The philosophy of the association is to place highly skilled students out into the districts for 1 month during their holidays at the end of their final year or during their graduate year.
Eu faço parte da IFEM primeiro, mais ou menos 4 anos. Gostei e eu ainda não tinha uma experiência no distrito. Apesar de muitos de nós jovens viemos do distrito, e gostei da experiência de ir para o distrito para conhecer o Moçambique real.
The benefit to the students is there is very little opportunity here for them to put their education in practice within the classroom. So this gives them a practical reality to the theory that they've already learnt in universities, but it also gives them something to prove to future employers that they can actually deliver what they've learnt.
E com a nova lei aprovada do voluntariado, nós nos sentimos mais privilegiados. E Moçambique tem muita vantagem do trabalho voluntário. Primeiro porque o nosso país é caracterizado por muito desemprego.
Isto para dizer que, embora no nosso país já existisse uma longa experiência de trabalho voluntário, não existia nenhum quadro legal que fizesse a defesa dos direitos e obrigações dos voluntários e das organizações trabalhando com voluntários. E tem também como objetivo a promoção, portanto, isto ou permite uma maior promoção do trabalho voluntário em Moçambique.
National volunteering is not and should not be exploitative. Volunteers should not be obliged to do things they don't want to do. Although in terms of their commitment, once they say, I want to volunteer, then there are some responsibilities that goes together with being volunteer.
Moçambique já tem uma longa experiência de trabalhar com voluntários. O desenvolvimento nas comunidades tem sido promovido em grande parte, em grande medida, por voluntários enquadrados em diferentes organizações, sejam elas religiosas, comunitárias ou outras. E penso que esta experiência tem que ser capitalizada, porque é a única forma, a promoção do voluntariado nacional é a única forma de garantir um desenvolvimento sustentável no país e de garantir uma cidadania responsável, em particular dos jovens moçambicanos.
One of the biggest motivations is the youth here doesn't have anything else to do, and a lot of the motivation to volunteer here is by having the self-worth at the end of it, knowing that you've made a difference to something and you've used what skills and abilities that you have.
National volunteering is a way to say, you have some skills, I have some skills, can you help me build a road so my child can have an education?
National volunteers, they have skills and they are a human resource to the country, whereby if they contribute to help the neighbor will have a better life, and that neighbor becomes actively involved in the development of the country. Therefore, national volunteers have got a very significant contribution in the country if that is promoted.